right, the house band Mesick Bulldogs.
Get us going a little bit here.
That's right. Motown's always good, especially to us here on the desk. And huge night of hometown highlights, a lot of fun action. We're more than halfway through the season now.
Time flies.
So this is where teams really start to make the prioritization of their playoff hopes or not. I made up a word or not know for sure. Also some going for conference championships, and that's kind of our biggie. We start with the biggest, Big North.
Yeah, 4 weeks to go. Cadillac, Traverse City Central. Only 2 teams left without a conference loss. That might change tonight. They're slated to meet up on October 24th, still a couple weeks down the road. But to stay in the hunt for a title, they would have to get to 2 tough challenges tonight.
They really would. We start with Cadillac hosting Gaylord. Both the Vikings and Blue Devils holding spots in the top 10 rankings in their division. We start in the second quarter. Lewis Finch to Nate Hook. And look at Hook go, juke and jive, and he kept the ball from being fumbled there too. That's
ball
the
security.
That's right. That's a good running back right there. Then Finch through the air to Ethan Myers. This one gets him down to the 5-yard line. A wall of Blue Devils gonna rip him down, but I gotta believe the Vikings are gonna punch it in. Michael Holdship does the rest. Early into the second quarter now, it's 6-0 home team. But the Blue Devils weren't going away. They're watching Finch again. He's trying to go for another score, but look who skies high. I believe that's Jack Hartley, who gets the interception there, gets that sideline pumped up, and then Stephen Fitzik on the ground. He looks like he was going to throw it, but this guy can pretty much do it all for the Gaylord offense, and to prove why, here he goes. No running needed. He goes to the air to Jacob Freeman. Big number 10, what do you got? You got a TD, and we're tied at 6 at the halftime break. This one worth the price of admission and much more. Comes down to the wire, but the wire would favor the home team Vikings, 21-20 over Gaylord.
Let's see what the Trojans could do. At Thurlby tonight, hosting Petoskey. Central swapping out the black and gold for some purple to support the Van Andel Institute's research to fight cancer. They had some names on the back of those. Very touching night for Central. Look good in purple, by the way. Pick things up in the third quarter. Trojans leading 7-6, looking for more. Running back Matt Pupil is going to take this one to the house. Scamper on in, 34-yard TD. It's 13-6 Central at that point. The Northman would come right back, led by running back Brent Murray. Nice 15-yard run here. I think he's down, but he's going to come right out of that one. Jukes a guy and just brought down by the shoelace. Nice 15-yard run there. But that drive would end in this. 4th and goal, and who is going to bend and who is going to break? 4th and goal from the 1-yard line, and it is the Trojans' defense. They tried that play 3-4 times in a row off tackle. Trojans caught up. They come up big there. But Petoskey, another great one. They get the last laugh. Hit a late field goal, and they win it on the road. 16-13, the final at Thurlby Field tonight.
Without a score on the board, Glen Lake decides to fake a punt on 4th down to make something happen, but juniors Lake Sage and Jacob Brewer read it right away, take down the punter. Even special teams gets the job done every once in a while for those perfect Ramblers. Glen Lake shows their toughness on defense, though. Joe Jacklin, Ryan Nedlicki team up for the sack. The Lakers on offense now. Travis Wiltiger finds David Griesbink for a big game for the Lakers, but the Ramblers seal the deal with a deflection and a pick. Jeff Miller coming up big. Miller returns it back for a huge gain, and the Ramblers go on to win impressively 50-0 to start 6-0. Oh yeah, they clinched a playoff spot as well. The Mesick Bulldogs.
Still going strong.
Marching band.
Staying up late with us.
They are. Hopefully you're staying up late with us too, but if you can hear that, that means you are. Big show to get through, an extended broadcast tonight, ton of huge games to talk about.
Yeah, and we are, believe it or not, 6 weeks into the season. Time flies when you're having fun. And one team that we've kind of failed to mention on Hometown Highlights, or at least their highlights, the Hillman Tigers. They are, believe it or not, undefeated at this point.
They are the leaders of the North Star League, the Little Dipper division. They have a big and Little Dipper. They must like astronomy, excuse me. We're thinking of all the words here on astronomy. They're at the 5-0 start, something they haven't done since 1990. I was 4 years old back in 1990. Tigers thinking about 6-0 if they could get through Atlanta tonight. A beautiful evening out there in Hillman, and let's start the action. Midway through the first quarter, Jay Webster. That makes it a 6-0 Atlanta lead. The road team. You can see the Tigers, they're a little frustrated that they coughed up that early lead, and I bet that motivated them down the stretch. Ty Jones going to hand it off to Dylan Stanky. And Mr. Stanky, 25 yards, still midway through that first quarter. And we're going to put some pressure on Ty Jones now. Joey Gross. Let's keep our eyes on Gross. That's how much pressure that can be. If you get in the way of the QB and his receiver, that's what we call an interception. And gets that back 25 yards. So chalk that play back the other way. Ty Jones passes it now 20 yards to Travis Powers. Look at that ball sky through the air. Another huge connection, and look at Mr. Powers go. You can't stop the uniform. I think I saw the ref signal touchdown. Hillman goes on to win very impressively tonight. 6-0, 47-6. Manistee, they have their eyes set on another playoff appearance. Chippewa's out to a 4-1 start, hosting Grand Rapids North Point Christian. And it's homecoming night, but they wouldn't feel very much at home, I assure you, in this one. We're going to start with Preston Huckabee, number 11 for North Point. Yeah, I couldn't tell if he really returned that score in or not. We had that highlight sent to us late, but this one's for sure in. That's Huckabee.
Wildcat action there.
That's right, doing the job right up the middle. And now Kenny Wilkes is the other North Point player you're going to see. You can't stop him. Manistee, they've had a great season so far, and I'm sure it's going to continue, but they ran into a brick wall tonight. It was 18-0 near the end of the first quarter, and they go on to fall 47-7 tonight. All right, the Mesick Bulldog Band is here. Their football team was down in Manistee, going up against the Sabres of Catholic Central. And we're going to join this one in progress. Exciting stuff to see here. Garrett Humphreys, the Bulldog QB, connecting with Mario, what's his last name, guys? Mantine. All right, great connection there, and the Bulldog offense working even better here. Chad Matthews, the receiver right there, number 11, and that equals a Bulldog 6-point connection. But to the Sabres, QB to Nathan Fortier. And Fortier getting tangled down, but he still gets some great yards out of it. And beautiful run here by Aaron Shively. He gets the Sabres all the way down to that right sideline, and he gets the Sabres at TD. Manistee Catholic goes on to beat the Bulldogs in West Michigan D-League play tonight, 36-12.
Let's travel back up north, up to Grand Traverse County. Elk Rapids and Kingsley, 3 wins apiece, still playing for a playoff spot, maybe a conference title. Kingsley trailing 7-0 in the first until this is 4th and goal, and sophomore Tommy Muth punches it in. PAT no good, 7-6 Elks. Ensuing kickoff. If you watch hometown highlights, you know Logan Sintiri is really good at football. Here's why. He's going to take the kickoff, and he's going to go all the way down that sideline. He gets tripped up by the kicker right before this, at the end of the first quarter, and this would close out, first play of the second quarter, I should say, right here. Adam Troutman, the quarterback, he's been doing that all year long. QB draw. But that'll be all the scoring the high-powered Elks offense could get. Stags pull out the big home win, 18-14, the final. We're going to switch to Division II of the NMFL. Old Lake Michigan rivals, Charlevoix and Kalkaska meeting up. Another wet one in Kalkaska. Blazer coach talking to his QB, but I don't think this is what he was telling him. Raiders dial up a blitz. Sam Hovey applies the pressure and finishes the job.
Razor sharp is that defense.
That's what
I think that's what you
Blazers bounce back. They're a tough bunch. Freshman Nolan Mitchell with a nice 18-yard pickup. Charlevoix, this is last we heard, not final. They pitched a shutout. Last we heard, 27-0. Again, that is not final. We have not heard a final score on that one yet, but an impressive, we assume, win for the Red Raiders. We've had some big games in Northern Michigan tonight, but one that was definitely one of the biggest matchups across the entire state. Featured 2 of the top-ranked teams in the state in their respective divisions. Ishpeming traveling all the way down from the Upper Peninsula to meet Beale City. They're traveling up north. They played this one in Gaylord tonight.
That's right. Beale City is tied for 2nd in Division 8. Ishpeming, the 2-time defending champs in Division 7, and they're still number 1. Beale City's running game starts out strong. Running back Caleb Weingartner breaks tackle after tackle and outruns the Ishpeming defense for a huge gain and a Beale City first down. But Ishpeming answers with the running game as well. Senior Dominic Schwardini shows his speed for an Ishpeming first down. But the theme of the game was defense stands on both sides. On defense, Ishpeming's Ozzie Hekaranen makes the tackle for a loss of yards for Beale City. Then the Aggies answer with their D as Thomas Fussman gets a huge sack. Ishpeming, though, they get the impressive win.
Clark, the ball carriers.
20-0. 3-2 Pine River still keeping playoff hopes alive, hosting Everett tonight. I love the Buck. And I love Everett's Dylan Danley because he's got moves like this going on. The kickoff for the entire game, and it looked like for a while he might have had a TD in his mind, but he gets dragged down by a wall of green there. Mason Powell does a lot of things on his feet for the Bucks, but here he hands off to Mitchell McDonald. Huge game for the home team. Gets them down within the 20-yard line, and this offense is pretty impressive. I think, you know, they're going to finish this one off. Brandon Folks to the side. Last heard, 14-0. Not a final on this one as well, unfortunately, but Pine River looking good so far against Everett.
Well, it is 5 down, 4 to go for the St. Agnes Saints for an attempt at perfection in the Ski Valley Conference. Could Mansalona spoil their plans? Gage Kresge says no. First play of the ball game, he's done this a lot. His entire career, 45 yards down that sideline for a touchdown. The Saints go up 7-0 early. Ironman, though, would respond. Very next possession. 4th down, Chase Wilcox. You've seen him do this, too. He goes 45 yards.
Head shoots with that guy.
You are not catching him. That's a 4-2 40 right there. They would convert the 2-point conversion. But after that, it was all Saints. They go marching on, playoff bound again, 51-14 the final on the road against a tough Mansalona team.
And I think once again, they're going to make a tough run through the playoffs, are the St. Agnes Saints.
Well, Joburg and Onaway, it's a battle of the Cardinals. Joburg still starting after starting off their season with a loss, hosting Onaway tonight. Wesley Olds takes advantage of the slick ground for a fumble recovery there. And it's Orion Kurzinski hands it off to Cody Techno.
I like Techno,
snuck it in there
probably
for
not how you Tessino.
That's good.
Either way, good play.
Touchdown there. Moving along in the 4th quarter here. Elijah Shockley is going to get the kick. He's going to make a nice return. Kickoff's most exciting play in football. I've said that my entire life. He gets a nice 30-yard return before he's met by a wall of Onaway Cardinals. And that would pretty much be it here. Cody Morrell is going to toss it to Dalton Atkins for a nice first down. But in the end, it's a blowout in the wet mud. 46-0 Joburg Lewiston with the victory.
More Ski Valley action. Pickford's D makes a stand and gets the sack on Gaylord St. Mary's, but the Snowbirds wouldn't be denied on their homecoming day. The defense forces a fumble and recovers it here. Snowbirds score first. Anders Marquardt takes it the distance. Huge run by the young man and a lead by a touchdown. Marquardt gets it done on defense as well. He reads Pickford's motion, stops them for a loss of yards on the play, and Gaylord St. Mary 40-0. Great Ski Valley victory. You love seeing these highlights. Battle of undefeateds as Rapid River hosted Cedarville. Things get going early when QB Joey Duncan drops back, throws it up to the 6'3" Brad Cosley. Gets it over the shorter defender. Later on in the drive, Trojan running back Blake Melvin bounces off his own player before running over the Rapid River defender on his way to the 15-yard score. Cedarville up 7-0. Rapid River comes right back. Austin Wickland takes the handoff, cuts back, finds a hole. He is G-O-N-E.
Got some wheels.
Gone is how you spell that word. 58 yards total with 9:51 left in the first. 9:51 left in the first. That all happened in the first 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Cedarville gets the ball back. Can't hold on to it. First Duncan under pressure, throws it up. The prayer is easily picked off by David Huff. And on the Trojans' next drive, running back Mike Bailey gets the inside hand up, coughs it up. Huff coughs it up. There again. Scoops it up for the Rockets. Rapid River holds on to win a close one, 20-19 over the Trojans. That's going to do it for us here at the desk. We're going to let the Mesick Bulldog Marching Band close out the show tonight. One more time, guys. Take it away. Have a good weekend.